Good morning, everybody. Greetings and salutations. How's everyone going? To start off really quickly, Terry McLaurin has been deemed inactive today. So for those of you looking for a replacement, if you don't already have one on your bench, I would say go and get Paul Richardson. Or Trey Quinn, either of those two, unless you have a viable option sitting on your bench. I personally just have to go and this is like brand new news. I have to go change a lineup really quickly myself. Let me just adjust this. Okay, let me go to my lineup. All right, so I see everybody has posted a message already, so let's start from the top. Let me just go ahead and adjust a couple things here. Let me move my OBS here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. And let's go and let's do this. Okay, so starting from the top, William says PPR Dorsett or Devin Smith. I'd rather play Dorsett this week. I know Devin Smith saw a pretty wide margin of total snap counts last week versus the Dolphins, but I do think that was due to matchup and total score. That's why he played. I mean, obviously he's got the speed to take the top off the defense, but I just prefer Dorsett's floor at the moment. Kyle Allen or Jacoby Brissett. From what I'm hearing, T.Y. Hilton is probably going to be out. I prefer Kyle Allen just a tad bit more because of that, but I still think they're both pretty even plays this week. But I think Indianapolis is at home versus the Raiders. It's just a far easier matchup for Brissett. Okay, I got to find the one team that I have McLaurin on, because to be honest, I don't remember what team I have McLaurin on. There's so many leagues here. Next question, Tommy says Andrews or Hawkinson. I would play Andrews this week, even though I do think Hawkinson is a great play, as in the top 12 tight end play. I would go with Andrews. I think I went over this yesterday with a couple people that Mark Andrews last week saw his most total snap counts of the entire season last week, even though he was supposedly injured with his ankle. So I really do think it's nothing to really worry about, considering it was just a flub kind of game. And he had the upset. Where the heck is my Terry McLaurin? Do I not have him on a roster here? I'm almost positive I do. It has to be this league, right? Did I bench him already? What? Oh, no, he's in my flex. That's why. All right, how do I get rid of him? Let's go, let's put Robert Woods there and we'll be fine. Okay, now we're fine. Let me come back here. Marvin Jones or Jarvis Landry? Alan, I would play Marvin Jones. Let's see here. Levo Empire, TTV. Let's see, McLaurin, Richardson, or Chark. I'd probably go with Richardson today, considering he's going to be the number one of that team in a full PPR. Demarcus Robinson, Hardman, Marquise Brown or Malcolm Brown? I don't know. I'm assuming that's Marquise Brown. Start two, I would probably play Hardman, and I would play Marquise Brown, Jay Berg. Also, you're saying Hines, Melvin Gordon, or I'm assuming that's Darwin Thompson. Personally, I don't want to play Darwin Thompson at all this week, considering he probably isn't going to see very many snaps. Nyheim Hines could get some work in the passing game, but really doesn't shine often. Melvin Gordon's coming back from no activity, no game experience thus far this season. He's definitely not in shape. I don't think he's going to see a lot. So, you have some tough choices there. Really, the easiest choice is probably Gordon. I hope he falls in the end zone, but I just go with Hines and just be safe. PPR Dorsett, Beasley, or Preston Williams. Preston Williams had 12 targets last week, but he's going to get matched up with, what's his name? Casey Hayward probably, and he's just going to get smacked up today. So I'm going to go with Dorsett and then Beasley and then Preston Williams. Danny Dimes or Goff? I'll take Danny Dimes over Goff, Zach. Start Stafford? Yeah, it just depends what you have. I like him. He's a top 12 quarterback. I think he's my number 12 this week. Do I start Sony? Yeah, Bob, it really depends on what else you have. Sony's not a great option. I mean, we all know that they have multiple options in that backfield with White and Burkhead, but if Sony's given enough carries and he gets a pretty good couple runs here and there, he should be fine. Mike Evans or Michael Thomas? I'd probably go with Mike Evans, considering Chris Godwin's a little bit iffy this week. If in fact Godwin is to miss the game, it'll all go to Mike Evans, whether or not it's accurate or not. So I'll probably go Mike Evans there. Let's see here. Eifert or OJ Howard. I'd probably go OJ Howard this week. Kerryon Johnson or Sony Michel. I'll go with Kerryon Johnson. Standard League. Adam Thielen or Marquise Brown. I'm probably going Marquise Brown. I do not like the matchup with Kirk Cousins having to play against the Bears. I really do think that he's going to get hit very often. This could be the game in which he goes down with an injury because of how bad that offensive line has been thus far this season. If you get one of these guys coming off the edge, they're going to send pressure. They're going to stack the box, and it's not going to look good. But, yeah, I'd rather play Marquise Brown over Adam Thielen. Even though Thielen has been good in terms of fantasy points, getting in the end zone every single week. But I'd rather just go with Marquise Brown and be safe with it. Let's see here. Woods, Godwin, McLaurin. McLaurin's out, guys. And I have to pick two of them. Okay, here's the thing. If you were going to play Godwin today, guys, the issue is he plays in the afternoon slate. So if you have him as an option and you're considering starting him, you might want to go ahead and make sure that you have another option in that afternoon slate. I do believe the Rams also play in the afternoon slate. So you could start a guy like Marvin Jones and then, flip off between Godwin and Woods. So that's probably my best suggestion there. Because I want to play Godwin if he is active. Or should I pick up Hardman? Oh, okay, yeah. If you have the ability to pick up Hardman, that's not bad at all. It just depends who you drop, obviously. I'd probably rather play Hardman over a lot of these guys. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea, Jay. Let's see, Kyle Allen or Kyler Murray. I'd play Kyler Murray today, Nestor. Let's see here. Gallman or Calvin Ridley or James White. Between Gallman and White, I'd play Gallman. That's for certain. Between the other two, that's a flex question. And you know what we talk about flex questions, right? We throw it up there. Let's see here. LaShawn McCoy, Leonard Fournette, Mark Ingram. I want to say LaShawn McCoy considering he's healthy, but I'm probably going to lean towards the side of Mark Ingram, then McCoy, then Fournette at the moment. But I really do want to play McCoy because of his ability in the passing game. Let's see here. Melvin Gordon or Malcolm Brown. I'd probably go Gordon. I don't think Malcolm Brown's doing anything anytime soon. Really hasn't seen a lot of work since week 1. So, yeah. All right, greetings. Okay, here we go. We're almost getting to where we're live, guys. Don't worry. Flex questions have to be asked with donations. Otherwise, chances of answering are very small. Yeah, they're very small by a pretty wide margin because I told Patreon users that they are the only ones getting their flex questions answered. There's a reason why I have a Patreon, so I can do extra content like that, make flex rankings, etc. So if you guys are interested, Patreon link is in the description. But yeah, donations is much appreciated if you guys are interested in flex question answers. Let's see here. All I can, oh my God. Okay, I'll get to those donations. Give me a sec. There's a lot of you guys. There is a lot. Holy moly. I thought I slowed this chat down. I could have swore I did. Okay, really quickly, between McCoy and Thompson, I'd rather play McCoy, Jeffrey, just so we're on the same page here, okay? Just so we're on the same page. All right. Montgomery or Hardman? Is that David Montgomery? Oh, okay, that's a flex question. Never mind. Scrolling down, that's another flex question. I have Montgomery, but I'm benching. Okay, Carson or Leonard Fournette? I'd rather play Carson this week, Alex. McLaurin or DJ Moore? You play DJ Moore because McLaurin is out. Okay, we're all okay. There it is. All right, now we've gotten to okay, good. Montgomery, Gallman. Okay, I'd rather play Montgomery over Gallman this week, King. Juju over Demarcus Robinson for sure. Jesus Gonzalez. Richardson is going to go off now. There's always a potential of that. Royce Freeman. Okay, that's a flex question. Mom or dad in the divorce league? Yikes, that sucks. Either way, that's tough. That's a tough choice there. Hardman or Odell? I'd rather play Odell. But, your expectations should be, at a specific level. Don't expect Odell to drop 50 points. So, as long as we're on the same page as that. David Johnson or Connor? I'd probably go with David Johnson this week against the Seahawks defense. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Lindsey okay, that's a flex question. Paul Richardson going to start over Robert Woods. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Thielen or Demarcus Robinson? I'd probably play Thielen in this specific case of that matchup. Let's see. Montgomery, Gallman. I'd play Montgomery, King. We went over that earlier. I'm scrolling. Mike Evans or Tyler Boyd? I'd probably play Mike Evans, but Tyler Boyd has a safe floor. It's not a problem at all in that play. What is this update that I'm seeing? Okay, nothing. Daniel Jones, Deshaun Watson. I'd probably play, I certainly played Deshaun Watson over Daniel Jones. I'd play Curtis Samuel over DJ Chark this week. I'm getting there, guys. I'm scrolling. I'm going to get to everyone's, even the donations. I know I haven't gotten there yet, but I'll get there. Let's see here. Demarcus Robinson, Will Fuller, or Sutton. I'd play Sutton this week if, in fact, Jalen Ramsey's out. Someone look up and tell me if Jalen Ramsey's out. Let's see here. Royce Freeman, Curtis Samuel. Okay, that's a flex question. We're moving on. Okay, I'm just going to scroll here, and I'm going to do something. Let me go to my donations really quickly because I know there's a bunch of them that sent through. Okay, Dexter's Pops. $1.99 donation. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Wide receiver, 2 of them. Edelman, Tyrell, Samuels, or Godwin. Okay, so this is what I've heard thus far. Okay, T.Y. Hilton is officially out. Okay, so now that we're all on the same page, Eric Ebron is a better play this week than he typically is, especially down in the red zone. Marlon Mack is by far a better play this week. Even no matter what, the matchup is fantastic for him. But getting back to Dexter's question here, the whole thing is Edelman, Tyrell Williams, Samuels, or Godwin. Curtis Samuel is a little bit lower on my list. I'd probably go with Edelman and Godwin, but the issue is they're both dealing with injuries. So do you want to play, some questionable guys? That's the biggest issue at this moment in time. A lot of it's going to have to do with the afternoon slate. If in fact Godwin goes out with an injury in the afternoon slate, is there a possibility that you have a replacement? If you do not, then you play Edelman and Tyrell Williams and you run it. All right, moving on. Hold up there. $1.99 donation. Thank you very much. Brissett, Daniel Jones, ? I played Daniel Jones over Brissett today. And Chubb or McCoy. I probably played Chubb over McCoy because of the ankle issue. I know he says he's good to go. He was a full participant in Friday's practice, limited all week. McCoy looks like a pretty good option considering how good that offense is, but I'd probably lean towards Chubb just because the McCoy at any moment could, tweak an ankle, or Daryl Williams can come in and steal some stuff. Thank you for the donation. Jack with a $1.99 donation says Demarcus Robinson or Paul Richardson. I'd probably play with Paul Richardson today. Certainly, hidden gem. Tom with the $1.99 donation. McLaurin, Dorsett, Kirk, Josh Gordon in the flex. You're not playing McLaurin, that's for certain. So I'd probably play Christian Kirk over Dorsett and Josh Gordon. That's my suggestion, Tom. Thank you for the donation. Michael with $2 donation says Hyde, Gordon, Woods, flex in the PPR format. I'm probably going to play Robert Woods. Is it Josh Gordon or is it Melvin Gordon? That's the biggest question. If it's Josh Gordon, I might play him over Robert Woods this week, especially in a PPR, but they're pretty much identical. They both have pretty shitty weeks as of late and haven't been very productive. Carlos Hyde, he could fall in the end zone if he gets lucky. I just don't think that that's going to happen. That offense isn't really predicated on running the ball very often. Lamar Miller's looking like more of a stud every single week these guys play, especially Hyde and Duke Johnson because they don't look good in that backfield. So I'd probably play Gordon and then Woods and then Hyde. Xavier with a $1.99 donation says, should I trade Kelsey for Le'Veon Bell and O.J. Howard? If you need the RB help, I 100% believe that is a good trade. You have to make it next week unless you're willing to lose Kelsey and have Le'Veon Bell on bye week this week and him not be able to produce for you. Let's see here. Thank you for the donation, Xavier. Let's see. Moving down. A couple more. MPP808X, $1.99 donation. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Zeke Woods trade for Hopkins, Aaron Jones. Who wins? Okay, so at this moment in time, I'd say that the inconsistencies of Robert Woods makes this more of an even trade than people assume. But I personally think that if everything gets back to normal, the winner of this trade should be Woods and Zeke because of how good Zeke is, or in comparison to to Hopkins, how much greater value Zeke has. Between Aaron Jones and Woods, Aaron Jones has been a pretty good back, almost 15 points a week as of late, even with getting shut down by the Eagles. If you fall in the end zone, that's all that really matters. So at this moment in time, it's probably Hopkins and Jones, but if everything gets back to normal, it's probably Zeke and Woods. Thank you for the donation. All right, a couple more. We have El Hufster Games with the $2 donation. Thank you very much. Christian Kirk or Tyrell Williams today. I'm probably going with Christian Kirk. Tyrell Williams is going to have some pretty good coverage there. The Colts the corners for the Colts ain't no joke. And that's pretty much it. Eric with a 99-cent donation. No message on it. If you didn't end up messaging, just point it out and someone will relay the message to me. Okay, now that we've dealt with that, let me get back to this chat because I know it's complete chaos over here. Okay, give me a moment, guys. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of questions. I'm almost positive, really quickly, that I put... Okay, another donation. Michael, thank you very much. I'm almost positive that I put this chat on slow mode. And yet, it is spamming. Yeah, it is on slow mode. All right, that's fine. So let's do this, actually. Let's see if that works. Or if that does anything in general. All right, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Okay. One more donation I got to go over. Matt B, $1.99. Thank you very much. Pick one. DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, or Chris Godwin. I'd probably go Calvin Ridley this week, considering Godwin's questionableness. And DJ Moore, yes, he's a decent play, considering Kyle Allen is there, and you don't have to worry about Cam really. DJ Moore wasn't great last week. Didn't see very many targets. I think he saw 2 targets, 1 reception, which isn't very good. Similar to, but I mean, he scored a touchdown on that 1 target, or that 1 reception, excuse me. So that makes a difference. But I'm going to go with Calvin Ridley this week over the bunch, Matt. Thank you for the donation. Okay. All right, let's see here. Where the heck is everything? All right, so if we go here, All right, and we scroll here. McLaurin is out. Should I pick up Trey Quinn? Yeah. Trey Quinn's, if there's no Paul Richardson, Trey Quinn's a good option. Josh Jacobs or Chris Carson? I'm going to go with Carson this week. Melvin Gordon or Malcolm Brown? I'd probably go with Gordon, but I don't want to. Marvin Jones Jr. or John Ross? I'm going to go with Marvin Jones this week. Luke Lofton with a $5 donation. Thank you very much, sir. Should I trade Juju and Montgomery for Michael Thomas? Right now I have Bell, Cook, Juju, Cooper, Olsen, Montgomery in a 12-team half PPR. So you get rid of, and I feel like you're giving up too much. 100%, I'd rather just keep what you have. I don't think Michael Thomas is that much better than Juju Smith this season. I understand that the quarterback difference when Drew Brees comes back, but then the difference is made up by Montgomery being in your flex. So I'd probably just keep what you have. Unless you're a diehard Saints fan and really need Michael Thomas, I don't think this helps your team very much. Thank you for the donation. All right. Let me scroll on this son of a gun. All right. Andrew, greetings and salutations. How's your morning going? Thank you, Killer of Light. It's been going pretty good. So far, so good. All right. Now that McLaurin is out, I still have Boyd, Woods, and Emmanuel Sanders in a full PPR. Who do I start? Or could I pick up Sterling? Oh, okay. I like Boyd over Sterling Shepard, but I do prefer Sterling Shepard over Robert Woods or Emmanuel Sanders. But, so you don't really have to go and pick up Sterling. I think it's not a bad idea to go pick him up. But, then again, Golden Tate comes back next week. I'd play Tyler Boyd on Monday night against the Steelers. What the heck? Is this just pizzas? Like, what are we doing here? All right. Darrell Williams, Frank Gore, David Montgomery. The channel of all, I'd play David Montgomery this week. Keyshawn or Deontay Johnson. It's tough, but I'm playing Keyshawn Johnson. Noel. Let's see here. Mr. Basketball says Eckler or Melvin Gordon. It's 1,000% Eckler, guys. It's not even close. I mean, it's 1,000% Eckler. Before the stream started, I went and put down a $10 bet that Austin Eckler would surpass 71.5 total rushing yards. It is a free bet. It's free. Listen, I'm telling you, Melvin Gordon's not going to come back and have 25 carries. If he does, that's very irresponsible of the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm telling you. We saw it with Zeke. We saw it with Le'Veon Bell in the past. When they come back from an extended period of no action during the offseason, no offseason practices, they don't just throw them in there. They're a lot smarter than that. Is Lockett a top 12 rest of the season? At the moment, with his target counts looking like Doug Baldwin out there, with extra speed and extra mobility, yes. RXMCY. Let's see. Young Lloyd says Chark, Brown, or Thompson. It's a flex question, but I prefer Chark just a tad bit. But it's a standard. That's why, because Thompson would need to get that touchdown. All right, moving on. John, let's see. Freeman or Burkhead? I don't know which Freeman that is. John, is that Rex? I know that's Rex Burkhead. Is that Devontae Freeman or Royce Freeman? That's the biggest question. Alfredo with $2 donation says Tyrell Williams, Landry, or Allen Robinson. I'm playing Tyrell Williams out of the bunch. True legend. You are a true legend. You're saying Rivers or Jackson? Pizza. Okay. I'd probably play Jackson, but yeah, because Rivers is missing so many fantasy options, right? He's missing the option of Mike Williams and Justin Jackson. They're a little bit underhanded, and Hunter Henry, right? They're a little bit underhanded, so I'd probably say Lamar Jackson's the better play in my eyes. I even believe I had him a little bit higher ranked than what the heck happened. Then, I think I had him higher ranked. I think I had him at number 4 this week. Larry Fitz or Chris Thompson? Come on, guys. Why would you not play Larry Fitz? Come on, what are we doing? Come on, guys. Let's see here. Matt with $5 is just saying, struggling on my RB this week. Chris Thompson, Darrell Williams, Melvin Gordon. Could I pick up Duke Johnson? No, do not pick up Duke Johnson. He's bad. No, bad. They traded for a third-round pick for him, and they don't want to use him. Again, I mentioned it before the season even started, guys. They target the Houston Texans last season targeted the running back position less than any other team in the National Football League. They don't like passing out of the backfield, and they don't look like they do as of right now. So between the bunch of them, I'm probably playing Darrell Williams over Gordon, over Chris Thompson. Thank you for the donation, Matt. Let's see here. Christian Kirk or Brandon Cooks with McLaurin out. I'm playing Brandon Cooks, Conrad. Adrian Peterson or David Montgomery is my RB2. I prefer David Montgomery, but Adrian Peterson is bound to have a good game one of these days, and the Giants seems like it might be it. John Brown or Demarcus Robinson. I'd rather play Demarcus Robinson. Guys, I don't want to play John Brown this week. He has, Stephon Gilmore all over him. It's not going to be fun. Philip Lindsay over Darrell Williams, ? True, John Jackson. That is a true statement. I would take Philip Lindsay over Darrell Williams, Tyrell or Paul Richardson. I probably play Paul Richardson. Yeah, I probably play Paul Richardson this week. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Trey Quinn or Kenny Stills in the flex. I probably play Trey Quinn. Kenny Stills is very dependent on a big play touchdown. Dak or Goff. I'm playing Dak. It's Mike Evans or Watkins. I probably play Evans, but I do think that Mike... Okay, so here's the thing about Watkins. Watkins has the safe floor of 10 fantasy points with the upside of a 16-24 kind of game. So, on the other hand, Evans has the boom or bust aspect that we've seen thus far, but he should be consistent. He should be consistent. Lockett or Kupp in a standard. I'm probably playing Lockett in a standard due to touchdown upside. I did answer this question earlier, if I'm not mistaken, Michael, but if I didn't, I'll answer it again, no problem. I like the mustache, though. It's pretty hefty there. Between the bunch of these guys, I would rather play David Montgomery this week. Thank you for the donation. Coming back over here, Christian Reyes says, half PPR, Edelman or Dorsett today? Should I start Melvin Gordon or Demarcus Robinson? Okay, so I'd rather play Edelman over Dorsett. Now, the whole thing is Edelman healthy? Is that chest injury going to blah, blah, blah? Let me see here. Really quickly. I have to go and check the practice report for the Patriots. Because if he practiced the whole week, then I do not think they're going to hold him to a pitch count or limit him at all. Edelman, limited. That's the only problem I have now. If, in fact, that chest is a substantial injury and he's going to miss some sort of significant time, or at least they're worried about it, here's my thought process. If they're going to put Edelman out on that field, then that means that he's ready. Otherwise, they'd hold him out. They're trying to win a Super Bowl this year, right? So if he plays, I'm playing Edelman over Dorsett this week. Obviously, there's the safety of playing Dorsett, but I prefer Edelman because he's the number one of that team, as in receiving. Between Melvin Gordon and Demarcus Robinson, I'd rather play Demarcus Robinson, Reyes. I mean, the whole thing is Melvin Gordon, even if he gets 10 rushing attempts today, Okay, he gets 50 yards. Okay, 5 points. That's it. Austin Eckler's doing everything else. It truly is going to be doing everything else. Or they'll bring in their third string running back that they brought up from the practice squad. They'll figure it out. I don't think they're going to run Melvin Gordon into the ground on this kind of a week. Thank you for the donation. All right, scrolling down. John Ross or Mecole Hardman. I'd probably play Mecole Hardman. Robert Woods, DJ Moore, Larry Fitz, Paul Richardson. I would rather play Larry Fitz over everybody, Nico. You don't need to put so many exclamation points. I can hear you. Let's see here. I don't understand how these leagues have all these players in a 12 team. I know. It's crazy, right? Fitz, that's the thing. Okay. Edelman or Dorsett. Oh, yeah, you already, I was getting there, Christian. I was getting there. Okay, no. We're moving. Hawkins or Andrews, I'd probably play, I'd definitely play Andrews over Hawkinson. You're starting Marquise or Hollywood Brown. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Your opponent is starting Lamar Jackson, leading Hawk. Yay or nay? You can go with Hawk. I just prefer Andrews. That's it. Andrews had that little bit of an injury, but it's an injury. I mean, I don't really see it as too much of a big deal. Vikings defense or Bears defense? I'd play the Bears defense. Mark Andrews has been changed to questionable to healthy. Okay, there you go. Freeman or Burkhead? I already asked you. Hopefully you answered. Listen, if you don't know to put Devontae Freeman or Royce Freeman, then I can't answer your question, John. Stafford or Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones is probably... where do I have Daniel Jones? I think I have him a little bit higher than I did in that video. So I probably go with Daniel Jones over Stafford today. Brown or Hardman? I don't know if that's Marquise Brown. I don't know how to answer that. It said John Brown, Marquise Brown. Tight end problem. Vance McDonald's out. Start Fant, Atkins, James O'Shaughnessy, Kyle Rudolph, or Bray. I'm probably playing none of them. That's awful. If Witten is available, go grab him. I don't want to play any of those guys, to be honest. If you have to play one of them, you play Atkins and you hope to God that he shows up, but I doubt he shows up this week. Rivers or Lamar? I'm playing Lamar. Really quickly, let me go back because I know there's a couple of donations I'm missing, and I'm just going to go and catch up to them right now, guys. Okay, Benson with a $1.99 donation says, pick two, Devontae Freeman, Demarcus Robinson, Fuller, Landry, and DK Metcalf. All right, so the issue is there's no scoring format, but I guess that's not very, very relevant. I'm not playing Jarvis Landry. I'm not playing Devontae Freeman if I have a choice. So I'm probably going with Demarcus Robinson and DK Metcalf, which is very sketchy, but I really do believe they are the two best plays of the bunch. I don't like Landry. I don't like Fuller. I don't like Devontae Freeman this week. Thank you for the donation, Benson. We went over Matt's donation. Thank you again. Willie with a $2 donation says, Scary Terry out. Should I start Vernon Davis over Mark Andrews? No, I would play Mark. Oh, okay. Because of the fact that Scary Terry's out, does Vernon Davis get a boost in production? I believe he does. There is no Jordan Reed right now, so I believe he does get a boost in production. But is it significant enough to have him over Andrews? I don't believe so. Thank you for the donation, Willie. Mark Andrews, Christian Kirk, or DJ Chark in a full PPR. I'm playing Christian Kirk in a full PPR over Mark Andrews at the moment because I think Christian Kirk has got his guaranteed 7 catches. If Mark Andrews wants to show up and play like he did in week 1 and 2, where he gets 8 catches and 100 receiving yards and a touchdown, then sure. But that's the whole sketchiness of it. So I'd rather just play with the safety of Kirk at the moment. Let's see here. John Leo with $2 donation says, sit Mike Evans as a wide receiver 2 and start Shepard, Hardman at the flex. If you are not comfortable with playing Mike Evans, you can go ahead and sit him on the bench. I would personally go with Mike Evans at the wide receiver 2 and put Shepard at the flex, but that's just my thought process at the moment. All right, so those are all the donations. I caught up with them. Let me just scroll up, make sure I got everybody. All right, cool. Did I get everybody? Jay said Watkins or Rivers. I said Watkins. Yep. And I remember answering that one and that one. Okay, cool. Let's get back here, shall we? All right, guys. $5 donation from Lucas says, half PPR Superflex. I need a wide receiver 2 and 2 at the flex. You have Chark, Dorsett, Darrell Williams, Josh Jacobs, and Paul Richardson. Okay, at the wide receiver 2, I'm playing Paul Richardson. At the 2 flex spots, I'm playing Josh Jacobs, and I'm playing, what is it? It's a half PPR. I'm probably playing Josh Jacobs. And do I want to play Darrell Williams, though? I think they'll get ahead and they'll just run the clock out, and he's just going to run all over them. Yeah, I'd probably go with Richardson in the wide receiver 2 spot, and my 2 flexes would be Josh Jacobs and Darrell Williams this week. Lucas, thank you for the donation. Okay, let me go ahead. Let me move back here. Nope, that's not where I want it. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's see here. James White or Sony Michel. I'd probably play Sony Michel. Rivers or Murray. I'm playing Rivers over Murray Matthew. Inman or DK. I'm probably playing DK Metcalf. I understand the idea of playing Dontrell Inman, but he doesn't even get more snaps than Travis Benjamin. He would have to be really good. Mark Andrews or Darren Waller. Darren Waller this week. Mecole Hardman, Demarcus Robinson, Paul Richardson. I'd probably go Paul Richardson, then Hardman. Then Robinson in that direction. Royce Freeman or Burkhead. Thank you, John. I would rather play Royce Freeman this week over Burkhead. Just the only problem is that Burkhead has been a little bit banged up. If you said Devontae Freeman, I would go with Burkhead. But Royce Freeman, just a little bit better. I know he's a little bit banged up as well. They both have been limited throughout practice this week. I just feel like the chances of Sony Michel and James White taking the production of Burkhead is a lot higher than just Phillip Lindsay running the ball 25 times this week. Witten or O.J. Howard. I play O.J. Howard, Lean Ranger. All right, Triggered. We're going to get back down to you in a second. Yeah, let's go look at Triggered's donation. Says, Andrews, Hardman, or David Montgomery in the flex, 1-point PPR. Oh, man. Okay, so Montgomery's not going to catch any balls out of this backfield today, as he usually doesn't. Hardman is the upside play, and Mark Andrews is the baseline. At the moment, I'm probably going with a guy... this one's tough because it's 3 different positions in a full... Okay, so I'm probably not playing David Montgomery between the 3 of them, and I'm probably playing Andrews over Hardman in hopes that he's actually going to see 8 targets and catch the ball 6 or 7 times today, which he should. He really should see it. So I'd probably go with Andrews over Hardman because I think he has the floor and he still has upside. So it's a more balanced play in my eyes. Thank you for the donation. Okay, hold on. Let me get to that Peterson question because I haven't seen a lot of people ask about Adrian Peterson today. Adrian Peterson, Burkhead, or Montgomery? I'm probably playing Montgomery, then Peterson, then Burkhead, Chris. Ridley, Woods, Dorsett, or Chark, says Lil Chuna or Sina, I don't know. Kuna, I don't know. Kuna Matata. Ridley, Woods, Dorsett, Chark. That was me delaying so I could think about it. It's Ridley. Pats defense versus Ravens defense versus... Okay, I'd rather play Pats defense. I think they have a better opportunity. Then Ravens, then Seahawks. Rank 1 through 3. Curtis Samuel, Demarcus Robinson, Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard, then Samuel, then Robinson. If Robinson has the upside play of catching a 70-yard touchdown, I'm not surprised. But the other 2 are safer plays overall. Woods or Gallman? That's a flex question. Moving down. Mark Andrews or Waller? Start them both. If I have Godwin at the flex or Hardman at the flex. I think I would start them both. I know in a PPR, I think I do not mind starting Waller and Andrews. Darius. Disley or Delaney Walker? I'm playing Will Disley over just about any. The only tight end I'm not playing Disley over is Evan Ingram and Travis Kelce this week. Adrian Peterson or Darrell Williams? I'm probably going Adrian Peterson. Andrew, thank you for the donation. No message. Hopefully we can find your message as we're scrolling. Let's see here. Godwin or Richardson? I mean, Godwin's the question mark. If he doesn't play, does Richardson play in the afternoon slate? If he doesn't, then you might as well just play Richardson and stay safe with it. Boyd or... No, it's a flex question. Moving down. We're scrolling. Goff or have Rivers and Keenan stack? No, I'd rather play Rivers over Goff today. So, yeah, certainly, Johnny, you should go with the Rivers-Keenan stack. Cook, Shepard, or Waller? Oh, that's a flex question. Yikes. Come on, guys, make it. Okay, here we go. Robert Woods or Tyler Boyd? I'd rather play Tyler Boyd for certain. Darrell Williams or Sony Michel? I probably play Darrell Williams over Sony Michel today. I'm a little sketched out about Sony Michel. Rivers over Goff, yes. Kirk, Godwin, or Hardman? I'm probably going Christian Kirk over them all. Let's see here. Tight end problem. Okay, yeah, we went over this. I said play Atkins and hope to God. All right, moving down. Did I miss anybody? I did. So I got to get to those. I'll get to that as well. Did I miss it? No. Okay. Let's go down here. Let's see here. Kelly says Richardson or McCoy. 100% LeSean McCoy. No doubt about it. It's not even close. LeSean McCoy will win you the week. I understand Richardson probably looks like a more appealing play this week, but LeSean McCoy is a starting running back as of right now of the Kansas City Chiefs. That's too much value, too much opportunity. He's going to have a good week. So that's my suggestion. Moving on. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Pedro says, pick 2, Derrick Henry, Marlon Mack, Jacoby Brissett. Okay, so you're playing in a super flex, and you're not considering starting the quarterback. That sucks. Because I like the 2 other options so much, I might even suggest them over Brissett. Man, if you're playing in a super flex and you're not starting a second quarterback, look, I've done it before. I did it twice this season already, and I'm 1-1 with that kind of a strategy. It doesn't work all the time. Even though in that first week I was the second highest scored and I played the first highest scored. Okay, but either way, I digress. I'm probably playing Derrick Henry and Marlon Mack. I probably am. Even though I think Jacoby Brissett might score more than one of them, it's kind of hard to leave either of those 2 on the bench. That's my suggestion at the moment. But I really do want to play. Yeah, I'm just going to play both those running backs. That's what I would do. Joe, the President of the United States, says Dak or Rivers. I'm playing. Oh, I adjusted it yesterday. Okay, where's my adjusted rankings that I dealt with? I have Dak at number 6, right behind Rivers at 5. So hopefully that answers your question. We're going Rivers over Dak this week. Thank you for the donation, Joe. All right, let me see. Did I miss any other donations here? I believe I have. So let me scroll, shall we? Okay. Vincent Herrera says with a $2 donation, thank you very much. Who to play instead of McLaurin? ? That is a very general question, Vincent. I have no idea who's on your team, but if Paul Richardson is available on your waiver wires, go and pick him up. I don't know what else is on your waiver wire. That's why I typically say be more specific in your questions, but if Paul Richardson is available, he is the next best in that receiving core. Thank you for the donation. Joe, Golden State Warriors, says Josh Gordon or Richardson. I'm probably going Richardson today. Jerry Sports says with a $2 donation. Thank you again for the donation, Joe. GSW. Jerry Sports says, why do you like Watkins over Evans in a PPR? I don't like Watkins over Evans in a PPR. So, yeah. I was just saying that if the person who asked me the question initially was saying, can I play Watkins over Evans? I was like, okay, well, if you truly do prefer to not play Evans this week, then okay, I understand why Watkins has the safe floor of 8 to 9 points and in the upside of a 16-point game if he scores a touchdown, maybe even more, while Evans has been very inconsistent thus far this season. I understand that, but I prefer Evans over Watkins today, Jerry. Thank you for the donation. Thomas Perry, $2 donation, says Chris Thompson, Philip Lindsay in a full PPR. I'd rather play Philip Lindsay this week. Thank you for the donation. Travis Booth says, since Hilton is out, Jarvis Landry, Amendola, or Conley? I'm probably playing Jarvis Landry. I'm playing Jarvis Landry, Travis Booth, over Conley and Amendola. I don't think those 2 are very good play. I know I saw Conley hyperextend his knee last week. I know he came back in the game. Still, he's not even the number. He's the number 3 wide receiver on that team. He's going to be behind Chark and he's going to be behind D.D. Westbrook, and then he's also going to be behind Leonard Fournette in the pecking order of reception. So, and then Amendola hasn't shown up since week 1. So I'm going to go with Landry. Thank you for the donation. All right, let me scroll back up here and let me try to rip through as many questions as I can, guys. I know there's a lot of you. You just have to understand there's just way too many of you and only one of me. Let's see here. Kevin L with $2 donation. 2 QB league. I need to drop 1. Cam or Djax? I'm not dropping Cam in a 2 QB league. He comes back. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw his little YouTube video he had. He was like smoking a cigar, drinking some wine, whatever. The whole point of that entire video, I watched all 15 minutes of it, is that, hey, I'm not healthy. I'll be back in 6 weeks kind of thing. At least. Or at most 6 weeks. So he's going to be gone for a little while, but I don't think that you should be completely ignoring the idea that Cam is a viable option. If it's a 12-team QB league, 10-team QB league, and you don't have another 2 quarterback options, you need to keep Cam and drop Djax. Kevin L. Thank you for the donation. Okay, DK with the, I don't even know what kind of currency that is. It's a W with a dash through it. Somebody explain me what that is. I've never seen that before. Maybe I'm just ignorant in it, but I have no clue. DK with the whatever donation. Daniel Jones' first start in front of home crowd versus the Redskins, or Lamar versus the Browns. Browns picked off Goff twice last week, even with Greedy and Denzel out. I don't even think Greedy Williams is a good corner, but I'm probably still going with Lamar Jackson over the Browns because, look, Jared Goff is not as good as we probably think at this moment. So I prefer Lamar Jackson over Daniel Jones. I don't think Daniel Jones is a bad idea in terms of where I have him ranked. I can give you some perspective. I have Lamar Jackson as my number 4 this week, and I have Daniel Jones as my number 10. They're both going to be good plays. They both have the ability to rush the ball and find points on the ground. I just personally prefer playing Lamar Jackson against the Browns. DK, thank you for the donation. Moving on to Willie with a $5 donation says, I need a high upside. Who should I pick? Emmanuel Sanders versus the Jaguars, Diggs versus the Bears, Paris Campbell versus Oakland, Randall Cobb versus the Saints. I need to pick 2. Emmanuel Sanders for certain. I think if in fact because Emmanuel Sanders sits in the slot, there's not going to be a AJ Boye or Jalen Ramsey sitting on top of him, really covering him too hard, unless he goes on the outside. But even then, if in fact Ramsey doesn't play today and they have to put AJ Boye onto Cortland, then Emmanuel Sanders opens up even more. So at the moment in time, I probably go Emmanuel Sanders for certain. I don't want to play Diggs, even though I think this might be the breakout week. I don't want to play Paris Campbell because Deion Kane and Zach Pascal, and I don't know who's gonna really get those targets there. We haven't really seen much from that group of guys outside of T.Y. Hilton. Randall Cobb versus the Saints. It's an extremely good matchup. Randall Cobb has been decent, not great at all. So you have 3 different tricky matchups there. You're looking for high upside. I say the upside is with Sanders, and I say the upside is with potentially Diggs. Even though Diggs has been awful, I think that's where the upside lies. Otherwise, you go with Cobb over Diggs, and you don't want to play it cute. You just stay safe with it, and that's what you go with. All right, thank you, Willie, for the donation. Jerry Sports says, Evans over Watkins. Slay is out. Really? Darius Slay is out? You're kidding me. That actually makes a ginormous difference, guys. Okay, I don't mind that. If you want to play Watkins over Evans, if Darius Slay is actually out, that makes a huge difference because he is an elite cornerback. I got to confirm this because last time somebody told me somebody was out and that never happened. Darius Slay limited. Okay. No Darius Slay. Danny Amendola. Okay, wow. Interesting. Yeah, wow, he's on the inactive list today. Who else is on the inactive list? Danny Amendola's out, guys, so don't play him. Dante Hightower, Brandon Sheriff, offensive lineman for the Redskins. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't mind that now because he won't have the number 1 corner trailing him the whole time. Not bad, Jerry, not bad. Steven Drakes with $5 Nation says, with McLaurin hurt, should I start Richardson or Diggs? I'd much rather play Richardson over Diggs in a full PPR this week. Thank you for the donation. David Eli the 4th with $2 donation, no comment. Hopefully you didn't mess that up, and we'll try to get to you. Tom Matthews with the donation says PPR flex, Marquise Brown or Mecole Hardman. I'd rather play Marquise Brown this week. Thank you for the donation. All right, let's get back to this chat, shall we? Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to start? Okay. Should I start Godwin? Because I see a lot of Godwin questions. That's the question that's being asked. At this moment in time, I'm going to explain to it one more time, and then I'm not going to really answer too many Godwin questions. If, in fact, he does play, you start him, right? That's not a problem. But if, in fact, you have no other wide receivers that play in the afternoon slate or in the Monday night game, you probably should play somebody in the morning slate in order to make sure that if, in fact, he's inactive, you don't end up with your thumb up your ass because he's out and you don't have a replacement for him at the position. So I personally, if I was you, if you're playing a wide receiver at your flex position, throw that wide receiver into the wide receiver 2 spot, move Godwin into the flex, and be able to, at a moment's notice, switch him if, in fact, he's out. But if you don't want to deal with that kind of an injury or a concern of him missing time, Just play somebody else. Okay, let me see here. Dorsett or Diggs? I'm playing Dorsett this week. Josh Gordon, Emmanuel Sanders. I'm playing Emmanuel Sanders. Keenum or Brissett? I'm playing. Man, I swear. I gotta look this up. Where's my fucking list? Where is Keenum? Keenum's 13. Brissett is back all the way down to 5th. Yeah, no. I'm playing Keenum over Brissett this week. Yeah. All right. Let me move my thing back. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Devontae Freeman or Gallman? I'm playing Gallman, Florida. Anthony says Hyde or Gallman. I'm playing Gallman over Hyde, Anthony. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up this chat so that we can all see it and be in the same page of what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. So these are the people I was referring to. Let's see here. David Montgomery or James White? I'm playing David Montgomery, RT. McCoy. No, that's a flex question. Guys, play LaShawn McCoy. Literally, just play LaShawn McCoy today. Please. I'm telling you. Cooper Kupp or Mike Evans? They're very close. I think Cooper Kupp's a safer play. And that's why I have him ranked higher, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Someone said something about Jalen Ramsey. Playing today, question mark? I don't know, Willie. That's a great question. I'd like to know that answer as well. Greedy just got ruled out, so Hollywood is a beast now. Hollywood is going to be a beast whether or not Greedy is on the field. I promise you that, Jeremy. Let's see here. Thoughts on ESPN saying Miami wins today? Really? Yikes. They got to stop with that shit. Look, I can understand them saying, oh, the Chargers aren't going to score a lot. But if you tell me that Chargers defense is going to get destroyed by Josh Rosen, you got to be kidding me. Like, that's a joke. That Chargers defense is actually good. I know they've been hit with the injury bug, but they're not a slump of a defense. Like, what the heck? Thielen or Ridley? I'm probably going to go with, oh, man, I swear to God, I think I have Thielen just barely ahead of Ridley right now, Kevin. So probably Thielen, but I like the idea of Ridley. But no, I'd probably go with Thielen just because of the safety of it. Boyd or Christian Kirk? I'm going with Boyd. Montgomery over James White. That is the Marlon Mack over Kerryon Johnson, Mr. Basketball. DJ Moore or Samuel? I'll probably play DJ Moore over Curtis Samuel this week. Lindsey or Carson? I'm playing Carson, Ryan. Chris Thompson, Darrell Williams as my RB2. Damian Williams is my RB2. No, Damian Williams should be out of the lineup. If it's a half PPR, I don't mind Chris Thompson, but I'd go with Darrell Williams over him. What is this? I don't know what's going on right now. Let me check some stuff here. Campbell or Kane? Okay, another donation. Somebody explain to me what this is. Here we go. It's South Korean currency. Equals $4 USD. Wow. So you're from South Korea. That's incredible. All right, nice to hear. Somebody from South Korea is playing fantasy football. Interesting. I have a gut feeling that about Daniel Jones. What's your take and experience on going with gut feelings in fantasy? I always want to go with gut feelings. Always. Listen, here's the thing. You can sit there and you can decide between two players. And at the end of the day, the start that you are more comfortable with, that you can live with the most, no matter what, is the one that you should go with. Now, I understand you should be like, no, but I don't want to, have my heart over my brain, blah, blah, blah. I have typically fucked up in the past going with this because it thinks too much rather than this, and I screw myself over. So, yeah, I don't mind the idea of you playing Daniel Jones over what we were talking about earlier. Paul Richardson or Adam Thielen? I'm probably playing Thielen over him. I need to drop Alexander Madison. I wouldn't drop Madison. You never know, man. Dalvin Cook, sketchy if he falls down and he gets hurt. Should I start David Johnson or Derrick Henry? I'd rather play Derrick Henry this week. But if it's a full PPR, I can understand the David Johnson play. Richardson over Curtis Samuel? Yes. Big Ant Project. John Ross or Josh Gordon? I'm playing Josh Gordon over John Ross. Derwin Williams or Royce Freeman? I think it's Darrell Williams, but okay. Don't worry, I'm getting to you, Owen. I would rather play Darrell Williams over Royce Freeman and Josh Gordon over John Ross. Let's see here. I'm scrolling. Okay, here we go. Boyd or Edelman? I'm playing Boyd. Which three wide receivers? Sterling Shepard, Amari Cooper, Tyrell Williams, Hollywood Brown, or Demarcus Robinson? I'm playing Cooper, I'm playing Hollywood Brown, and I'm playing Sterling Shepard, Garrett. Let's see here. Trade Derrick Henry for Kerryon Johnson? No. Absolutely not. No, not right now. After what I've seen in the last 3 weeks, absolutely not. And if Derrick Henry tears his ACL today, woof. But come on, Kerryon Johnson does not look good. Darrell Williams, just a 1 week fill-in or potential starter. Johnny, the whole thing is if Damian Williams his knee injury is that significant, Darrell Williams has the opportunity to carve out an opportunity in this backfield that even when Damian Williams comes back is rendered worthless. So Darrell Williams at the moment with McCoy, they're the number 1 and 2. McCoy obviously the number 1, but I think as of late he should be able to put something together. Scary Terry out, Paul Richardson or Inman. I'm playing Paul Richardson over Inman. Adrian Peterson, Kenyon Drake, Rex Burkhead, or Gallman. That's a good question. Start 2. I'm probably going with Peterson and Gallman in that very juicy matchup, Melissa. Let's see here. Josh Gordon or Tyrell Williams. I'm going to go with Tyrell Williams, Ash. Gallman or Demarcus Robinson. I'm playing Gallman. Even if it's a full PPR, I'd prefer Gallman. Let's see here. What does it say? Marquise Brown or Tyrell Williams? I'm going with Marquise Brown. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Case Keenum or Kyle Allen? I'd rather play Case Keenum. Let's see here. Carry on or that's a flex question. I'll get to it in a bit. Wasted a solid 25 minutes so far. All right, good for you, DJ. Have fun. Hope your weekend goes fantastic. Let's see here. Edelman not 100. James White, Burkhead not 100. Between Josh Gordon and what is these texts that are flying through? Okay. Between the two of them, I'd probably rather play Josh Gordon, but that's just my thought process. Let's see here. Robinson or Shepard? I'm playing Shepard. All right, really quickly. Daniel Jones or Tom Brady? I'm probably playing Daniel Jones this week. Let me go back here so I can go check my donations and make sure everybody's been... Okay, so I had a couple here that I missed, so I'm coming back to it, guys. Don't worry. Tom Matthews says, Mecole Hardman or Marquise Brown? We're going with Marquise Brown this week. Josh Pizzo says, McCoy or Kirk in the flex, and then Lamar or Wilson. Okay, I'm playing LaShawn McCoy over Christian Kirk today in the flex, and I'm playing Russell Wilson over Lamar Jackson today. Golladay or Shepard? That's really close considering how good Shepard has been, especially last week. And without Odell Beckham, I thought he wouldn't be as good, but he's been pretty decent. But I'm still playing Golladay in that kind of a shootout matchup against the Chiefs. Let's see here. David Eli says, Paul Richardson or Darrell Williams in the flex. And I have PPR. I'm playing Paul Richardson. DK coming back with a huge donation says, thanks. It's about $8.34. Last question. What do you think about the Bears versus the Vikings? Cousins sucks on the road. Cousins sucks in general this year. Or Jacksonville at Broncos and Flacco is bad in bad weather. It's 1 a.m. here. Got work at 9 a.m. Well, thank you for joining us, DK. I appreciate you taking the time, and I appreciate those donations. Personally, as of right now, I love the Bears defense versus the Vikings. I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to do much. It might be an extremely low-scoring game. That's why it kind of hurts Dalvin Cook, but I'm still playing him. That's why I'm just worried about the receivers, Thielen and Diggs. In terms of Jacksonville versus the Broncos, I'd probably rather play the Bears. Jacksonville looked good last week, but if Jalen Ramsey's out, it's not as good of a matchup. I do think that the Broncos are typically better at home than usual. There's a reason why they stayed competitive and almost beat the Bears. They should have beaten the Bears, but that's a different conversation. Thank you for the donations, and thank you for spending your time with us today. All right, let's see here. Flex from Greg says, Jacobs or Andrews? I'm playing Josh Jacobs over Andrews today in a PPR. Greg, thank you for the donation. All right, let me see here. We got to scroll. Edelman or Metcalf? I'm playing Edelman. Curtis Samuel or Ridley? I'm going to play Ridley. Henry or Montgomery? I'm playing Derrick Henry Allen. Let's see here. Henry Allen, Barry Allen, Iris Allen. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. C-Mac says, flex Cooper Kupp or Mike Evans or Todd Gurley. C-Mac, what kind of a format is it? Damn it. If in fact it's any sort of PPR, I'm probably going Cooper Kupp over the bunch of them. Yeah, I probably play Cooper Kupp over Evans and Gurley, unfortunately. That's crazy, right? In reality, in which that's actually a case. Just how many targets he gets, how much opportunity he gets out of that team. With T.Y. Hilton out, Campbell or Melvin Gordon? Campbell? Who the hell is Campbell? Am I going crazy? Who the hell is Campbell? Is there? I don't remember no Campbell. All right, moving on. Christian Kirk or DJ Moore? I'm playing Christian Kirk. Chunk. Cody says Edelman or Sterling Shepard. If you're worried about the Edelman injury, you play Sterling Shepard and you'd be happy with it because that's not bad at all. Let's see here. Hooper or Sutton? No. Don't play Austin Hooper, guys. Come on. What are we doing? I know you had a really good week, but happy Sunday. Thank you, Dirt. Let's see here. Another donation coming in from ATT USO20. Atuso20 says Flex PPR, Samuel, Waller, Gallman, Darrell Williams. Okay, I don't want to play Curtis Samuel between the bunch of them. In a full PPR, it's not bad, but I'm just like a little sketched out about it. I probably play Waller over the bunch of them. I'm not even kidding. I do think that if Waller's going to consistently see that many possible targets on a weekly basis, it's just too juicy of a matchup to skip out on. So I'd probably go Waller, then Gallman, then Darrell, then Samuel. Thank you for the donation. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. Here we go. Deontay Johnson or Randall Cobb? I probably play Cobb this week, Rico. DJ Moore, or that's a flex. Let's see. Sterling Shepard is trash, bro. Relax. Is he really trash? Really in that offense? I don't think so. But you know what? We all have our own opinions. Let's see here. Galladay, Fitzgerald, Chark, or Dorsett. I'm playing Galladay and Fitzgerald certainly there. Willie with another donation saying Jacobs at the Colts or Shady at the Lions. Wow, I didn't think that was going to be that hard of a question to answer. I'm probably playing Shady at the Lions. Even though I like Josh Jacobs a lot, I'd rather play Shady just because the offense that he's associated with purely. Benson says Hawkinson or Disley. Disley 1,000%, not even close. Okay, what the hell? Okay, am I at the right page here? All right, we're cool. Fournette or Chubb? I'm playing Chubb, True Legend 7. Let's see here. What's up, brother? Let's see. Okay, all right. Thank you, Levo Empire TTV. Thank you for, no problem. Let's see here. Tyrell or Monk. Okay, that's another flex question. Come on, guys. Where are this? The straight up. There we go. Brandon Cooks or Hardman? Wide receiver 2. I'm playing Brandon Cooks this week. A trade question coming in. Hilton and Waller for Rodgers, Montgomery, and McDonald. If you really need the quarterback, but I don't think you should. I don't think you should do that. Let's see here. Hardman, Tyrell, or Ross? I'm playing Tyrell Williams. I'm playing Tyrell Williams. No, do I want to play Tyrell over Hardman? In a full PPR, I'd probably rather because it's the baseline of getting all those receptions. So probably Tyrell, then Hardman, then Ross. Let's see here. Ridley or Demarcus Robinson? I'm playing Ridley. Let's see here. Philip Lindsay struggles against Jacksonville. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Philip Lindsay doesn't struggle against defenses. It's the fact that Royce Freeman steals carries that's the problem in that backfield, guys. Flex Fitzgerald, Cooks, or Tyrell Williams. It's all wide receivers, but I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks, then Fitzgerald, then Tyrell Williams. The Scranton Strangler. Oh, good. Perfect name, dude. Perfect fucking name. Let's see here. Hawkinson or Vernon Davis? I'd rather play Hawkinson just slightly, Evan. But I like the idea of Vernon Davis today having a little bit more upside without not Mecole Hardman, with Terry McLaurin out of the lineup. Let's see here. Marvin Jones or John Ross? I'm playing Marvin Jones. Godwin or Mecole? If you're not worried about Godwin missing the game and you have a replacement for him, then you play him over Mecole. Otherwise, you just play Hardman. Bridgewater or Winston? That's a good question straight out of Visa. I probably play Winston today. Even though I don't think it's a fantastic matchup, I do think it's just a little sketchy. Let's see here. Let's see here. What are we doing? Where are we? Holy shit, dude. There's so much. All right, Brandon Wilkes with a $3 donation saying Adam Thielen or Robert Woods today. That's a really fucking good question, actually. I'm going Adam Thielen over Robert Woods. Just the inconsistencies of Woods as of late hasn't it's not been great. Hopefully Adam Thielen can do something in garbage time or do something early, catch the defense off guard. If Terry McLaurin and Paul Richardson can play well against that defense, I do believe the Vikings should be better. But if Kirk Cousins wants to play like garbage, it's not going to help anybody. But I do think Adam Thielen over Robert Woods. Kelly with a $2 donation says Hopkins, Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, or Cup. Pick 3. I'm picking Hopkins. I'm picking Michael Thomas. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me think about this. I'm picking Hopkins and Cup, certainly. Now, the question is between Michael Thomas and Evans. I probably play Evans over Michael Thomas. Gallman over Freeman and Burkhead at RB2. Is that Royce Freeman? Is that Devontae Freeman? But over those two, yeah, probably. Jerry Sports, yeah, I would do that, Shan, 30. Jerry Sports says, what's your take on Golden State? What's your take on Golden State when he gets back? What? Golden Tate. Oh, my God. I was like, what are we talking about the Warriors for? Golden Tate should be good. He's going to be a pretty utilized part of that offense, considering they won't have too much of a running game without Saquon there. I mean, like in comparison to where, what Saquon was doing. Kyle Allen, Kirk Cousins, or Case Keenum. Andrew Hedrick. I'd rather play Case Keenum than Kyle Allen than Kirk Cousins today. Thank you for the donation. Okay, let's scroll Arena. Mixon or Fournette? I'd rather play Mixon. Let's see here. Thomas or Cup? I'd rather play Cup. Yes, Michael Thomas does need to see more targets. I agree, Greg. Kerryon Johnson or Mac, RB2. It's certainly going to be Mac. Let's see. Axel 8051 says Carlos Hyde or Darrell Williams. I'd rather play Darrell Williams this week. Let's see here. Curtis Samuel or Robert Woods. My opponent has Cup. I'd rather play Curtis Samuel over Robert Woods. P. Ramirez. Michelle or Paul? Oh, Michelle or Paul Richardson. I don't want to have to do it, guys. Trade Ridley for Diggs. If you want. That's a personal call. Wayne Gallman or Darrell Williams. I'd rather play Gallman over Williams right now. Okay, Cheetown Monsters with the $5 donation says flex Shepard, Gurley, or Fournette. I'd rather play Fournette over the bunch of them. I'd rather play Fournette than Gurley than Shepard. But if it's in a full PPR, I'd rather play Fournette over the bunch. Christian Kirk or DJ Moore. I'd rather play Christian Kirk, Ken. Waller or Andrews. I'd probably play Waller over Andrews this week. Steven Valdez. Rich says Hollywood Brown, Josh Gordon, or Hardman. I'd rather play Hollywood Brown over the bunch of them. And then I'd play Hollywood and Hardman, Rich. And then you're saying Josh Allen or Kyle Allen. I'd rather play Kyle Allen over Josh Allen this week. Let's see here. What time is it? We got 30 minutes. We're fine. Washington or Duke? I think that's a flex question. Hardman or Carey? That's a flex question. Come on, guys. Help me out a little bit here. Make it easier. Stop filling with flex questions. I'm not going to answer them. Let's see here. Connor, Fournette, Ingram, or James White. No, it's easy. Quantum. Pick 3. It's Connor, it's Fournette, and Ingram. I'm leaving James White on the bench. Let's see here. Trade my Eckler for his Waller? No. You're not. You're giving up too much. Eckler is going to be a top 24 back by the end of the week. Let me see this new update. Tyreek Hill inactive this week. Not expected to be active next week, but is expected to go under imaging tests for his shoulder. Might be much longer than expected. Blah, blah, blah. All right, cool beans. Let me just do something really quickly while we're here. I got to check some stuff via Patreon because I know that there's a couple questions sitting there that I got to take care of. James White or Bob Woods? Where the hell are my flex rankings from yesterday? No, that's not it. Where's my flex rankings? I'll get to you guys in a second. Just have to answer this one. Where the hell did I put James White on this list? White, and then where the hell is Mr. Bob Woods? Okay. That answers that question. Let's go over here and let's... Um. Okay, those are answered. Interesting question. Okay, that's another one down. That one's down. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. Just give me a momentum. Let's see here. What else do we have here? All right. Who do I start Superflex? Okay, you have Dak and Kirk Cousins as your quarterbacks. Eckler, carry on. Okay, you need to fill those spots. Wide receiver 2. What are we looking for here? Okay, we have this. Okay, and then we have one more. Whoa, come on. What the hell is my cap lock doing right now? Chark. All right, I'm coming back. Here we are. Did I miss anything? Let's see here. All right, we're good. Oh God, dude, this is so difficult. I don't know how people deal with. You know what? I do know how people deal with it. People deal with chats. Like I'm thinking about like Twitch streamers. They don't look at their chat. They don't answer questions from the chat. They just look at donations. That's pretty much what I'm doing. But I'm trying to get to you guys. I really am. I'm trying to get and try to help everybody. Hollywood or Paul Richardson? I'd rather play Hollywood this week. Diggs or Josh Gordon? I'd probably rather play Josh Gordon just slightly. Pick 2, LaShawn McCoy, Connor, or Mixon. I'd rather play LaShawn McCoy and Connor this week. Stafford. All right, let's see here. Superflex. You're wondering if you should play Stafford or Robert Woods? Matt, you got to play Stafford. What? Let's see here. John Brown, Curtis Samuel, or that's a flex. God dang it, Bobby. I'd rather play Emmanuel Sanders over Curtis Samuel this week. Sean McKinnon. James White or DeMarcus. That's a flex question. Yikes. To Dirk, I'd rather play. It says Chris Godwin or Mecole Hardman. All right, so I'll say it one more time. If you guys have another option, if in fact Chris Godwin is out later this afternoon, then you can go ahead and safely just wait and see what happens. Otherwise, you have to play Hardman right now in order to make sure that even if in fact Godwin goes out, you have the replacement in and you don't have to worry about that. Matt or Dak? I'd rather play Dak over Matt Ryan this week. Juju, Chark, or Hopkins? I'd rather play Hopkins this week. Greetings, salutation. Keep killing it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Jared Goff for Daniel Jones. Michael Arroyo. I'm playing Daniel Jones. Marvin Jones or DJ Moore. I'm probably playing DJ Moore over Marvin Jones this week. Nicholas. Let's see here. Scroll down. I'm coming. Here we go. Where the heck is it? Andrew Lugo says David Montgomery, Trey Quinn, DK Metcalf, or Jarvis Landry. Need 2. I'm probably playing David Montgomery and Jarvis Landry between the 4 of them. Andrew, thank you for the donation. Juan says Austin Hooper, John Brown, or Sony Michel in a PPR. I'm gonna play Sony Michel. I would, unfortunately, I'm playing Sony Michel. I don't want to have to, but I don't like John Brown's matchup, and I think Austin Hooper shows up one week and then disappears the next every time. Kirk Cousins or Marvin Jones? Jake Limscomb, sorry. I'm probably playing Christian Kirk. Yikes. Let's see here. Boyd or DeMarcus Robinson? I'm playing Boyd, Robert Fernandez. I know you need the boom, quote unquote, but I can't suggest DeMarcus Robinson over Boyd this week. Really, for Hollywood, when I have Marvin Jones, it's a trade. Yeah, if I don't mind trading Ridley for Hollywood. That's not a terrible idea. I'm not opposed to it, even though I think they'll probably end similar situations. Chark or Emmanuel Sanders? I'd rather play Emmanuel Sanders this week. Chark or Dorsett? I'd probably, if Chris Harris Jr. is on Chark, it's going to be difficult. So I'd probably go with Dorsett, but I do like Chark. He's been pretty good. It's not like he's completely crazy. I want to thank you for answering all these questions. Thank you. Good. Okay. I appreciate that, Isaac. I appreciate the donation. I really do. Let me refresh this. Let's go back there. Let's see here. Marvin Jones, DJ Moore, or Robert Woods. We'll go like this. All right. That was for Patreon. Mixon or Ridley? Are we really considering not playing Mixon, guys? Come on. That should give you the answer. Evans or Watkins? Because of Darius Slay being out, it's more of a 50-50 ball between Watkins and Evans. I probably still play Evans there, just slightly, but I don't mind the Watkins play. Ross or DK? Really need help in a full PPR. I think John Ross is a better player than DK Metcalf. Oh no, it's DJ Chark. I'm not even reading it correctly. It's Ross or DJ Chark. That's a little bit more different. I'd probably go with Chark this week, but in a full PPR, Ross is. I know he disappeared last week, but there's a good chance against Pittsburgh he's probably, significantly better. But I'm probably still playing Chark. Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson? I'm going with Watson. And then Larry Fitz or Mark Andrews? I'm not answering that one. Goff or Brady? I'm probably playing Goff over Brady this week. Am I playing Goff over Brady? Where the hell is my rankings? I got to remind myself here. Where do I have Brady? Do I even have Brady on this list, or did I accidentally delete him? I think that's what I may have done. No, I have Brady at 8 and I have Goff at 12. You're playing Brady over Goff then, in that case. Moving on. Unless, you want to do something else. Thank you again, Isaac, for the donation. Let's see here. Thanks for answering questions. Yeah, thank you, Kay. Superflex, Stafford or Rudolph? That's, I understand. So it's Mason Rudolph, Matt Schultz. I'd rather play Matthew Stafford over Mason Rudolph. Should I start Godwin, Tyrell, Samuel, Ross, or Chark? I'd rather play, in my opinion, Godwin over all these guys, but do any of these other guys play in the afternoon slate? If they don't, and you're worried about the Godwin situation, or you know what you can do? Play Godwin. If he's by about 12:30, if they deem him out, you play Ross and you run with it. Otherwise, you can just run in Tyrell, Young, Mellon. Cooks or Robinson? 100% Brandon Cooks. Thielen or Galladay? 100% Galladay. Sterling Shepard or Demarcus Robinson? Shepard is my suggestion there, Jose. Let's see here. Mason Rudolph or Kyler Murray? I'd much rather play Kyler Murray, Anthony Zabata. Godwin or Curtis Samuel? I probably, to be safe, you can play Curtis Samuel, but I prefer Godwin. Brissett or Goff? I'm going Goff, Adrian. Let's see here. Demarcus Robinson okay, moving on. I don't even know. Look, that's not even a name. Who the heck is Patrick Williams? I don't know. Who the heck is Patrick Williams? Brody, who the hell is Patrick Williams? Chark or Marvin Jones? I'm probably playing Chark over Marvin Jones slightly. What the heck is going on right now? There's so many different notifications. I'd play Philip Lindsay over Devontae Freeman, Mr. Basketball. I think that was your question. Yeah. Paul says, Brandon Cooks, Michael Thomas, Amari Cooper, Marquise Brown picks 3. I'm picking Cooper, Thomas, and Cooks. Carlos Hyde, or not a flex question. Any streamer at kicker? Not really. Maybe Aldrick Rosas. For the Giants, I think they're going to score a lot. So Aldrick Rosas, or on the other side of the ball, for the Washington Redskins, I say Dustin Hopkins, Dustin Hoffman. Imagine. No, but I probably play Aldrick Rosas. He's a pretty good kicker. Yahoo standard 6 point. Need 4. Watkins, Edelman, Ridley, Shepard, Kirk, Ross, Richardson. Thanks for the help. Thank you for the donation, John. I'm going with Watkins. I'm going with Edelman. I'm going with Shepard. I'm deciding between Richardson, Kirk, or Ridley. I'm thinking. Let me move to where's my rankings for my wide receivers? Let's see here. Where's Ridley? There's Ridley. And then where is the rest of the gang? Okay, so I've answered the question. Let's move this back. So, John, question. Okay, so the answer is Watkins, Edelman, Ridley, and Shepard. Send it. Thank you for the donation. Moving on. Let's see here. Did I miss any of the donations here? I believe I didn't. Yeah, I haven't yet. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, my neck is broken. All right, let's see here. Should I start? Okay, so who should I start between the three? Should I start all three? Mecole Hardman, John Ross, and Mecole. Yikes. The answer is yes. Even though there isn't three of them. Banged up Stafford or Keenum without Terry? I'd rather play Stafford. Let's see here. Do you like DeMarcus Robinson or Mecole Hardman? I like Mecole Hardman more. Anthony Shaw. Thielen or Tyrell? David, I'd rather play Thielen. Pick 2, Fitzgerald, Hollywood, Marvin Jones, Richardson. I'd rather play Hollywood and Marvin Jones this week, Space Source. Wilson or Rivers? I'd rather play Russell Wilson, Javoris. Let's see here. Boyd or Woods? I'd rather play Boyd, Justin. Tyrell or Chris Thompson? That's a flex question, but I'd rather play the wide receiver. Moving on. Gallman or Montgomery? I'd rather play Montgomery and knock him and lock him. Sony or Montgomery? I'd rather play Montgomery over that. Rico. David Montgomery. That's a flex question. Dallas defense or Vikings defense? I'd rather play the Vikings defense today. Speak the truth. Hardman or Ridley? I'd rather play Ridley, Eric. Here we go. What are we at here? Hollywood or Sanders? I'd rather play Hollywood over Emmanuel Sanders. Andrew, thank you for answering all the questions. Josh Jacobs or Darrell Williams? Ian, I'd rather play Josh Jacobs. Hollywood or Sanders? Yeah, we already went over that. Chris Thompson or Montgomery? I'd rather play Montgomery. Sony or AP? I'd probably rather go with AP, but I'd probably rather go with AP at this moment in time. Would you pick Ajayi or Ben Watson up? I'd rather pick up neither, but if I had to pick up one, I'd rather pick up Ajayi because you can never have too many running backs. Ben Watson's like 90 years old. Like I don't even want him. Will Disley versus Arizona or Kelsey versus Detroit? Now, Paul, this is what you do. You put Kelsey in at the tight end spot and you throw Disley in at your flex. You're welcome. Baker Mayfield or Andy Dalton? I'd rather play Andy Dalton this week. P. Ramirez, honestly. Josh Allen or Daniel Jones? I'd rather play Daniel Jones, Lake. Let's see here. Start Watkins now that Darius Slay is out. Yeah. Godwin or Josh Gordon? I'd rather play Chris Godwin. Let's see here. Moore or Dossett? I'd rather play DJ Moore. Who should I start between the three? DeMarcus Robinson, John Ross, Mecole Hardman. All right, cool. That's what we got. I'd rather play John Ross. Oh, no, hold on, wait. Between the three, I'm only picking one. Yeah, I'd rather play Mecole Hardman, then Ross, then DeMarcus Robinson. But either way, Mecole Hardman's number one. I think I'd rather play DeMarcus Robinson too, but Mecole Hardman won. Just because of how good he's been. Kenny G or Lockett? Nick, I would rather play Lockett. Jacobs or McCoy? I'd rather play McCoy. Johnny. Let's see here. Where are we at? Who's that? Paul? That's it. Paul Richardson or Godwin? I'd probably rather play Godwin, but Richardson doesn't seem like a bad idea considering you just safely avoid any injury risk with Godwin there. John Leo with the $2 Nation says Hardman over Shepard ? At the flex with Slay ruled out. I don't think Slay has anything to do with Hardman. Slay is typically just going to cover Sammy Watkins, considering he's the number one, so we don't have to worry about that. I would rather probably play Sterling Shepard over Hardman this week if it's any sort of PPR format, John. Because the boom or bust of Hardman could bite us in the ass this week. He could show up and put up 3 points rather than the 17 that he has, which is why I'd rather have Sterling Shepard in the lineup because he's not as boom or bust. Darren Waller or Mark Andrews? I'm probably playing Darren Waller this week. Where are we at here? Disley at the flex over Hollywood Brown. Banged up secondary. No. Listen, you play Hollywood Brown. Okay, come on, Paul. Chark or Marvin Jones? Ray Dilla. Chark or Marvin Jones? I probably play Chark there, but I don't mind Marvin Jones. They're close. I mean, he's not over him in my rankings, but they're close. My son has a question. Baker Mayfield or Andy Dalton? I'd rather play Andy Dalton this week. John Ross or Dorsett? I'd rather play Dorsett. Let's see here. Where are we at? Why are we considering not playing? Okay. Play Mixon over DJ Moore. Like, come on. Dorsett over Chark? Yeah. Juju or Watkins? I'd probably still rather play Juju against the Bengals' terrible defense. Kerryon Johnson over Hardman? Yes. I know it's a flex, but you caught me off guard at that one. What's up, Coach? Look, I don't understand. Bob, you got to tell me. Did I used to coach you? Because I coached varsity football for 3 years. And you always come in here and you say coach. Do you just say that because I'm your fantasy coach or what's going on? Because I don't remember having no player by the name of Bob. That's my thing. I'm like, what is happening? Anyway, let me see what you're saying. Sony or Penny? I'd rather play Sony. Devontae Freeman or Stephon Diggs? I don't want to play Devontae Freeman. Hopefully that answers your question. Matthew Cooper with the $2 donation. Thank you very much, sir, for the donation. Much appreciated. I'd rather play Emmanuel Sanders over Robert Woods today in a PPR, Matthew. Thank you for the donation. Let's see here. You know what's hilarious, guys? I'm telling you, Patreon, $5 a month, unlimited questions, flex rankings, private live streams, $5 a month. Instead, a lot of you choose, now don't get me wrong, I appreciate these donations, but I'm telling you, the bang for your buck deal is on Patreon. Yet, a lot of you ignore it. It's okay. Maybe you don't want the commitment of $5 a month. That's perfectly fine. I'm just giving you guys my perspective and sharing with you guys that the bang for your buck is over there, and you can ask me questions anytime during the day. Even though Edelman is playing today, Colts. Okay, now that I answered that one, we're done there on Patreon. Okay, coming back. All right, Chris with $5. Okay, your daddy in 619 San Diego, baby. Let's see. With a donation says standard O.J. Howard or Vernon Davis, and then we also have Freeman or Montgomery. I'd rather play Montgomery over Freeman. Between Vernon Davis and O.J. Howard, that's a little bit trickier. Let me see how good the Rams have been against the tight end position thus far this season, because that's actually a vital stat in this moment in time, because O.J. Howard has not been fantastic this season, but if he has a more favorable matchup, I'd consider him. But otherwise, let me see here. Let's look at what's going on at the tight end position. What are the Rams doing against tight ends? The Rams, and I quote, are giving up only 5.9 points, giving up only 2.7 receptions to opposing tight ends, and 25.7 yards. On the other hand, where are the Giants? The New York Giants are giving up the 10th most points to the opposing tight end position, giving up nearly 4.5 receptions per game and 51 yards and 0.7 touchdowns, which is a pretty high average. I probably played Vernon Davis just off of numbers and the matchup, but I think O.J. Howard is the more talented tight end. But obviously, Vernon Davis has the matchup. So I go with my suggestion is Howard, but you could go with Davis. Let's see here. Chris, $5 donation says standard league. Would you play Shepard or Howard? Is the high ceiling with Hollywood worth it, or is the floor? Here's the thing. I don't think that in a standard league there is a floor with Sterling Shepard, because you do not get points per reception. Sterling Shepard does not have that floor. So I would go with Hollywood. If you played in a half PPR or a full PPR, full point PPR, he catches the ball 8 times. That's 8 total points, right? That's where he gets his floor from. But if you're playing in the standard and you're just relying on yards and touchdowns, that's pretty much what Hollywood Brown is made for. Thank you for the donation. Okay, we're at 9:50, guys. I'm gonna try to rip through as many as I can. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Joseph, I'd rather play Kenny G. Oh, you know what? Let me pull this over. All right, cool. Here we go. Joseph, I'd rather play Kenny G over Hardman. Sterling or Andrews, I'd rather probably, in a standard league, I'd probably rather play, man, that's tough. I'd probably rather play Andrews. DJ Moore or Inman, I'd rather play DJ Moore. Richardson or Marvin Jones, I'd rather play Richardson. I'm so mad I started Aguilar. Yeah, Dylan, I started Aguilar and the Packers defense on Thursday, and guess what happened? -1 points total. Yeah. I got to hope to God I win this week in that one league. Burkhead or Melvin Gordon? I'd rather play Burkhead. You doing McDonald's this morning? Yeah, probably. Anyways, should I start Metcalf, Ross, or Chark? Chris W., I probably am. Let's see here. Between the three, I'd probably rather play Chark than Ross and Metcalf. Montgomery or Godwin? Look, Godwin's just a question mark on his injury, so I'd probably just go with the running back. It's safe. Worried for Carson? Question mark? Probably not. If Rashad Penny shows up and steals everything, I'd be pissed, but we'll see. Let's see here. Chris Teffer says, hope your gem's paying out. Due to injuries, I'm playing Christian McCaffrey, Hyde, Metcalf, Sutton, Ridley, Goff, Butker, and Baltimore. All right, sounds good. I don't know why Hyde is in your number 2 running back spot, but maybe you're dealing with some injuries, unfortunately. Hopefully it goes best for you, Christopher. Boyd, Allen Robinson, or Hyde. I'd rather play Boyd. I mean, it's just... Okay, I'd rather play McCoy and then Fournette and then Gallman. Josh Jacobs or DJ Moore? Probably Josh Jacobs. Cortland Sutton or Allen Robinson? Cortland Sutton for sure, Victor. I don't want to play Allen Robinson versus Xavier Rhodes. Hollywood Brown or Edelman? I'd rather play Hollywood Brown this week. McLaurin is out. Godwin is questionable. Should I start Allen Robinson or pick up Marvin Jones or DJ Moore? Okay, I'd rather just go get DJ Moore. I think that's just your best opportunity at this point. Let's see here. It was Preston Williams, my bad. Oh, okay, that's why. Or Landry. I'd rather play Landry over Preston Williams this week. I know he saw 12 targets, but it's just a little sketchy considering he only got 4 of them. And it's the Dolphins, for God's sake. Sorry if you already answered this question. With Darius layout, Watkins over Evans. I say Watkins equal to Evans. That's pretty much what I've decided as the video has gone through. So I probably say Watkins equal to Evans. Josh Jacobs or Chris Carson? I'd rather play Chris Carson, Brody. But if he fumbles, his career is over with the Seahawks, unfortunately. Trade Godwin for Boyd? Yes, do it. Especially when AJ Green comes back, it only gets better. Dalton or Kyle Allen over Stafford? No. I'd rather play Stafford over Dalton and Kyle Allen. Paul Richardson or Curtis Samuel? I'd probably play Paul Richardson. Rivers or Ryan? I'd probably play Rivers. Godwin playing today? I don't know. We'll figure that out in a little bit. I got to get to these donations that I missed out on, so give me a second, guys. Chapstick 1889 says, Chark, Corey Davis, or Deontay Johnson? I'm playing Chark this week. Andrew Hedrick says, Goff or Keenum? With Keenum missing McLaurin, having Goff, I think one spot. Where the heck is my ranks? I literally should just leave this sucker open. Goff. I have Goff at 12. I have Keenum behind him at 13. Yeah, I'm playing Goff. Even with McLaurin. Yeah, with McLaurin out, it doesn't help him. So, yeah, let's just go with Goff at this point. I don't think Tampa Bay is stopping anybody. Thank you for the donation, Andrew. Okay, Russell Wilson or Matt Ryan? I'm playing Russell Wilson. Wolf Key 600. All right, here we go. Edelman or Dorsett? I'd rather play Edelman, Steven. Darrell Williams or Gallman? I'd probably play Gallman because he's the starter. And considering it's a standard, you just pretty much are looking for touchdown upside, which Gallman probably has, unless Darrell Williams busts out a 90-yard run or something. Demarcus Robinson or Marvin Jones, I'd probably play Demarcus Robinson over Jones in my eyes. Yeah, I probably would, but I think it's closer than we think. Let's see here. Beat me up, Kirk. That's funny. That's actually funny. Dak or Winston? Dak for sure. Or Dak or Watson. Excuse me, I'm dyslexic and I can't see. I'd rather play Watson over Dak today. G-O-D-S. Sit John Brown? Yes, we'll. Let's see here. Montgomery or Hardman? I'd rather probably. It's all up to whether or not you want upside or the floor. The floor is with Montgomery. The upside is Hardman. Chark or Woods? I'd probably play Woods. Even though I like DJ Chark this week. DJ Chark has just been so consistent. How could we not play him? What is the $5 subscription? How do I pay? The link is in the description of the video. Patreon, you go over there. $5 a month, unlimited questions, private live streams, flex rankings, etc. Let's see here. Bench Melvin Gordon? Yes. Thielen, Kirk, or Richardson? Pick two. I'm playing Kirk and I'm playing Thielen, probably. I don't really want to play Richardson over Thielen. I have a hard time sitting my stud like that. Daniel Jones or Phillip Rivers? I'm playing Phillip Rivers today. Pick two, Dalvin Cook, and my choices are Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb. Let's see here. Godwin or McCoy? It's easily McCoy. It's not even close, dude. It's not even close. Did we not see what McCoy did last week in like one half of football? He completely destroyed the opposition. I'd rather take Josh Jacobs over Chris Thompson. I'd rather take Rivers over Goff. McLaurin is out. Should I play Waller, Walker, or Davis? I'd rather play Waller over the other two, Wolf Key. Both start Miko and DeMarcus with Ross in flex. I don't mind that. That's just a lot of high upside, boom or bust kind of plays. Thanks for the help. Yeah, congrats on the 100 Patreon. Thank you, Moby1. Guys, can we click that like button before the sucker ends? Because I know we got 3 seconds left in this entire video, but the like button would be much appreciated if you guys smash that right now. Games are almost starting. Good luck. Thank you, Killer Light. Chris Carson, McCoy, or Darrell Williams? I'd rather play Chris Carson, then McCoy, then... you know what? I'm kind of leaning towards McCoy a little bit more today, but... yeah, between him and Carson, maybe Carson slightly. Hope he doesn't fumble. Freeman or Barber? I honestly, I'd probably play. Man, that sucks. I'd probably play Devontae Freeman over Barber, even Royce Freeman. Cohen or Gore? I'd probably play Cohen. McCoy, Boyd, or Lockett? Shit, I don't know. Dak Prescott or Matthew Stafford? I played Dak Prescott. Ingram or Mark Andrews? I'm playing Ingram. Let's see here. Allen Robinson, Dorsett, Andrews, Brown, Disley. Oh, you're talking about throwing a tight end to flex? Yeah, I wouldn't mind throwing Disley into flex and Andrews at the tight end spot there. Kyle Allen or Goff? I'm playing Goff. Thielen or Hollywood? Probably Hollywood. Adam Thielen or Tyler Boyd? Probably Tyler Boyd. Trey Burton or Vance McDonald. Vance McDonald's probably not going to play, so you need to play a tight end today. If Trey Burton's your best option, sure, but otherwise try to go get Vernon Davis right now. McCoy is going to get hurt again. I hope not. Moby1, I hope not. Carry on or Marlon Mack. I'd rather play Marlon Mack. DJ Moore or Robert Woods. I'm playing DJ Moore. I don't care if you're starting C. McC already. I think that offense is more potent, and they're probably going to feed their guys more than Robert Woods gets fed as of late. Hopefully it turns around today. What is it, Darrell Williams or Chris Godwin? I'd probably just stay away from the uncertainty of Godwin and just play the running back. Stafford over Josh Allen, yes. Let's see here. Josh Gordon, DeMarcus Robinson. I'm probably playing Robinson this week. Flex Walker or Davis. I'd probably rather play Delaney Walker over Vernon Davis. Wolf Key 600. Godwin or Diggs in a standard. Damn, dude. I kind of want to say, yeah, Godwin is my suggestion. That's it, period. Jones or Goff? I'd rather play Daniel Jones over Jared Goff this week. Brandon Cooks, Kirk, or Jones? I'd rather play Brandon Cooks, then Kirk, then Jones. Playboy. Let's see here. Hardman, Edelman, or Kirk looking for upside, big homie. Upside, they all have upside. I prefer Edelman because he's probably the safest play with upside, and he's been pretty good in his career against Buffalo. But if you're worried about that, you want upside, you go get Hardman and you throw him in there and you hope for an 18-point game. But if you get to 3-point game, that's the inherent risk you take. Otherwise, you want safety, you go with Edelman. If you're worried about his injury, you want even more safety, you just go with Kirk then. Shepard or Kirk? I probably play Shepard over Kirk. Gallman or Darrell Williams? Probably Gallman. Keenum or Dalton? I'm playing Keenum. Darrell Williams or Will Fuller? Darrell Williams. All right, guys, it's 10 a.m. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Did I miss any donations? Please tell me I didn't. All right, cool. Yeah, I already went over that. Okay, cool. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. My throat is already shot. Like, literally, I'm in pain. Murray or Jones? Kyler Murray or Daniel Jones? I probably play Kyler Murray, but Daniel Jones is literally back-to-back with him, 9 and 10 in my rankings. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm done. I got to watch some football. Hopefully, everybody does well today on their games. Thank you for joining me. And if you guys haven't yet already, click on that Patreon link. Let me know how it goes. Click that like button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday, waiver wire targets. See you guys then. Baker or Jones? I'm playing Jones. Good luck, boys. See you guys.